Choosing the right approach and method for a question type is essential to solve it in the shortest possible time, and this is required in a competitive exam. In this video, I am emphasizing on must-do question types in profit and loss topic. So watch the video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's start.
Okay, so let's start with the first question type. So here I have opened an online resource, then I'm clicking the topic profit and loss, and here's the question. So first I'm taking the question number 1. So here we have the first question, the question number 1, which said if selling price is doubled, then profit triples. So find the profit percent. So we have CP and we have SP, selling price, and we can assume the CP at 100. Then in question it is given that the selling price is doubled. So first let's assume it as X. Then the profit will be obviously 100 minus X. So when the selling price is doubled, so it becomes 2x, the profit triples. So the profit in X terms will be this 100 minus 2x, and the profit triples. So that means it is said that 100 minus 2x is equal to 3 times 100 minus x. So that means we can write this is 300 minus 3x. So this is 100 minus 2x. So we can write here, that means x is equal to 200, right? So we got x is equal to 200. So that means so find the profit percent. So when CP is equal to 100 and selling price is equal to 200, that we got here, so definitely the profit percent is 100%, right? So option A is correct. Also you can, if you look at the option, you will find that if there is a 100% profit, okay, then basically the selling price will be the double of the cost price, and if there is a 200% profit, okay, that means the selling price become thrice, right? So this situation is basically given here. So we have found the answer to be 1, right? So let's move to the next question. So this is again a different type of question, question number 2. Here it is given if the cost price of 12 articles is equal to, so 12 articles cost price is equal to selling price of 8 articles. So 8 articles of selling price. So find the gain percent. So this is again a simple question but different type of a question. So here we can find what is the ratio of SP by CP. So that is basically 12 by 8. So you are getting here that the ratio of SP by CP is equal to 12 by 8, which is basically greater than 1. Okay, so you must remember that if you define percentage gain, so percentage gain is equal to SP upon CP minus 1 multiplied by 100. So this is percentage gain, or in case of percentage loss, you can write the formula accordingly, right? So here definitely there is a gain, and it is written here as well, percentage gain. So that's very simple. Percentage gain will be this 12 by 8 minus 1 and then multiply this by 100. So this is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 multiplied by 100. So this is nothing but 50%. So answer is 50%. Okay, so let's move to the next type of question. So this is again a next type of question, question number 4. Right, so in this question it is given a shopkeeper sells 2 art skill at rupees 2000 each. making a profit of 20% on the first article and a loss of 20% on the other. Find the net profit or loss that he makes. Okay, so this is again a different kind of a question, and there is a formula to solve such questions, right? But let me tell you, suppose you do not want to use the formula, and if there is a variation to that question, then how will you approach? So in this case, you can see that if we talk about selling price and cost price, so you are having two similar selling price, which is 2000 rupees, and in one you are getting a profit of 20%, so this is a selling price after getting a profit, and then the other one is a loss, right? So this CP, so basically there are two cost prices, CP1 and CP2. So as you can see that here, if you want to calculate CP1, so CP1 can be directly calculated as 2000 divided by 1.2, that will be CP1, and the cost price of second one will be 2000 divided by 0.8. okay, because the selling price in case of the first one is the 120% of the cost price, so that's why I have divided this 1 by 2, and accordingly the selling price of the second one is 80% of the cost price, so that's why I have divided it by 80%, that means 0.8. so you can get the cost price, and then you will get the value of, when you add it you will get the value, okay, and you know the selling price of the whole transaction is basically 4000. so accordingly you can find out the percent whether it is a profit or loss. But in this case there will always be a loss, let me tell you. So there will be a loss, in this case. And what is the condition? The condition is that the selling price is same for both the articles, and in one he is making a profit of 20%, and on the other he is making a loss of the same 20%. so if this is the condition, there will be a loss, and this loss percent can be found out as the common profit or loss, what is given in the question, divided by 10, and then a square of this. So as you can see in this question, it is given as 20, so 20 by 10, okay, and just square it, so you will get 4%. so the answer will be 4% loss. So here it is 4%, and which is loss. Okay, so 4% loss is there. Find the net profit or loss that he makes. So basically 4%, and this is a loss. So let's take question of another type. So here we have another type question. By selling 45 toffees for rupees 40, a man loses 20%. How many should he sell for rupees 24 to gain 20%? So these type of question can be confusing, because it is given that the price is not given per article, but it is basically given for a particular number of articles. For example, in this case it is given as 45 toffees for rupees 40. Okay, so you can guess from this particular sentence that by selling 45 toffees for rupees 40, he is losing 20%. So if you have to find out what is the cost price and selling price, so always you have to remember that it has to be calculated per article or per kg, or the units should be same. If you are calculating it for one article, then calculate CP for one article, accordingly calculate SP also for one article. So here we know that in this question it is given 45 toffee for rupees 40. So if I calculate this for one article, one toffee, here the selling price is 40 by 45, because we are calculating selling price per article, so per toffee, so this is equal to 8 by 9, right? and in for this selling price the man is losing 20%, right? So from here you can actually calculate the CP of one article, one toffee. So I can directly write, for example, CP, whatever is the CP, so CP if I multiply by, because 20% is losing, so 80% remaining this price, that means I can write 4 by 5, that is 80%, which is equal to 8 by 9. So you get that the cost price is equal to 8 by 9 into 5 by 4, which is 10 by 9. So you get the cost price as 10 by 9. Once you get the cost price, now look what is given, how many should he sell for rupees 24 to gain 20%. So the cost price you have already calculated as 10 by 9. So in order to gain 20% over this cost price, you have to multiply, because 20% means 120% above this price. So you can directly multiply with 1 by 5, because 1 by 5 is 20%. So I can get the selling price multiplying 10 by 9 into 6 by 5, okay, which is basically 4 by 3. So you get 4 by 3 as the selling price for one toffee with 20% gain, right? With 20% gain. So what you have to calculate, how many toffee should he sell for rupees 24 to gain 20%. So how many toffees? So you can now calculate the number of toffees he should be having in 24. So 24 is the total amount that he has, and 4 by 3 is the price of one toffee. So just divide this by 4 by 3, okay, so you will get the answer. So this will be 24 into 3 by 4 will come in the denominator, so 6 into 3, 18. So you get 18 is the answer. That means 18 toffees for rupees 24 he should sell to gain 20%. So look at this, B is the answer. So here we have another type of a question. Due to reduction of 25% in price of lemons, a customer can purchase 4 lemons more for rupees 16. So what is the original price of a lemon? So such questions are known as the questions on product constancy. So we can write like price into consumption is equal to expenditure. So the question on similar relation can be asked into different topics of quant, like time and work also it's there, here also it's there, and time and work also you will find such questions. So basically product of two variables is giving a third variable, right? So that's the nature of such questions. Okay, so what is happening due to reduction of 25% in the price of lemons? So this price is reduced by 25%, so that means 75% is remaining, so that means 3/4 of the price is remaining. Okay, and because of this a customer can purchase 4 lemons more. So that means he is not increasing his expenditure, that remains the same, but he is, because of this reduction in price, the consumption is definitely it will be increased. So if the price has become 3/4 of the original, the consumption will be just the reverse, 4 by 3 into the earlier consumption. And now look at the difference. This difference is given, the customer can purchase 4 lemons more. So that means this difference, which is basically 1 by 3 of more than the earlier consumption, okay, 1 by 3 C is 4 lemons more, right? So from here you get that the earlier consumption would have been 4 into 3, that is 12 lemons. Okay, so earlier consumption of 12 lemons, and later the consumption, this became from 12 to 16 lemons, and price was same, price was like 16 rupees earlier also, and 16 rupees later also. So you have to calculate what is the original price of a lemon. So earlier the lemon price was 16 for 12, So for 1 lemon you can calculate it is basically 16 by 12, so that is 1.33, right? So this is the answer. And yes, the same thing can also be thought in a different way, but with a similar ratio method. We can call it a ratio method. So for example, the price, if I write it price 1 to price 2, okay, so the ratio between the earlier and the later price is basically 4:3. Okay, same thing I have written in this way. The earlier and the later price ratio is 4:3, and since the expenditure is same, so we can write the ratio of consumptions, earlier and the later consumption ratio, with just the reverse. That means 3:4, the reverse of this. The ratio will just inverse. Okay, and now it is given this difference 1. This difference 1 is equal to 4 lemons. Look at this. Okay, so that means कि earlier he was having 4 3s 12 lemons, and now he is having 16 lemons. So here also you will get the same thing earlier, and yes, expenditure was same, that is the rupees 16. So earlier in rupees 16 he was having 12 lemons, and now in the same rupees 16 he is having 16 lemons. So his earlier price was 1.33 rupees per lemon, and now the price is rupee 1 per lemon. So in the question it was asked what is the original price of a lemon. So original price was 1.33. So the answer B is correct. So we have again a different type of question. A man bought an article and sold it at a gain of 5%. If he had bought it at 5% less and sold it for rupees 1 less, he would have made a profit of 10%. So the CP of the article was, right? So in this question we should assume, in many questions we should assume the CP as 100. That would be a convenient way to approach to the questions. Okay, so a man bought an article and sold it for a gain of 5%. So if the CP is 100 and the gain is 5%, okay, so you can also assume at 100x it will give the same result. So SP would have been 105x. If he had bought it at 5% less, right? So 5% less means 95x. 5% less. Okay, so if he has bought it at 5% less and sold it for rupees 1 less, that means the selling price would have been 105x minus 1. Okay, so in this case there was a profit of 10%. So look at this, you have to make a relation between this and this. So again this is very simple, because if I 95x is the cost price and 10% gain, so that means 110% of this. So I just multiply this by 1.1 and I should get 105x minus 1. So now I can write 104.5x is equal to 105x minus 1, or I can write 0.5x is equal to 1, so x come out to be 2, right? So you got the answer. You just put the value of x here, because what was asked, the CP of the article. So the CP is 100x, that means 100 into 2, which is option C, rupees 200. So let's move to the next type of question. So here we get, so this is again a different type of question which is based on successive discount. So successive discount kind of questions should be solved in the way like we used to solve the question on percentage, where the successive percentage decrease thing has to be applied here, right? So let's approach to this question. Two successive discounts of 20% and 15% are equivalent to a single discount of. So this is again a simple question, and the approach is you should start with 100. right? You can also apply the formula, but it is better not to apply any formula and have the same approach for many similar kind of questions. So two successive discount of 20% and 15%. So if I give 20% discount, so that means after giving 20% discount, 80% will be remaining. So I will be having here 80, right? Then again the second discount is given as 15%, right? So that means I will be having 85% of this one. So I can just multiply this by 0.85 to get the value which is here. So it will be 68. Okay, so the value 100 has become 68. So the same has been asked, what is the equivalent to this? So after two successive discount of 20% and 15%, you can directly subtract this value from the 100 and it will come out to be 32. So since we have taken the value as 100, so it will be the percentage discount. So 32% is the answer. So answer B. So let's take one more question of this type. Yes, so here in this question three successive discount of 15%, 10% and 8% are given. Find the single discount equivalent to all these three discounts. So again we will have the same approach. We will start with 100. Okay, the first discount is of 15%, so that means 85 is the value after this. Second discount is of 10%, so 90% is left, so I will just multiply this value by 0.9. okay, so that will be 76.5. okay, after that again there is a discount of 8%, so that means 92% is remaining, so I can multiply this value by 0.92. okay, so if you multiply 76.5 into 0.92, then you will get the value as 70.38. so this calculation has to be done. Yes, now again the same thing is there. The initial value was 100 and now this value, the final value has become 70.38. so the equivalent discount is 100 minus 70.38, that will be equal to 29.62. so that's an odd number, but that is the answer. 29.62% is the answer. That means option A. So again we have a different type of a question. Look at this. What is the maximum percent discount that a merchant can offer on her marked price so that she ends up selling at no profit or loss if she had initially marked her good up by 50%? So here a term you can see marked or marked price is given. So what happens ki on CP you get a marked price, a percentage markup over here, and then some discount can be given over this marked price, and finally you get a selling price. So this is the thing, right? So the question is, what is the maximum percentage discount here? Here you have the percentage discount that a merchant can offer, so that if this markup is initially 50%, right? If this is 50%, then what maximum discount is given so that this cost price is equal to this selling price? So here also what I can do is start with like cost price as 100. So if I start with cost price as 100, this markup is definitely 150, 50% above this cost price, and you have to here calculate what should be the discount such that this selling price is again 100. okay, so percentage discount should be this discount, which is 50, on which markup price, that means 150 and multiplied by 100. So straightforward, you got 1 by 3 into 100, that means 33.33%, right? So D is the answer. Take one more question of this type. So in this question it is again given, by selling an article of 2 by 5 of the market price, the market price what is given, there is a loss of 25%. The ratio of the market price and the cost price of the article is, so there is a cost price, there is a market price, and then there is a selling price. Okay, so by selling an article at 2 by 5 of the MP, so suppose I take here MP as 100. Okay, so 2 by 5, that means the SP is the selling price is 100 into 2 by 5, that means 40. Okay, so 40 is the selling price, and there is a loss of 25%. So you can calculate what is CP, and if there is a loss of 25%, that means 75% is remaining. So CP multiplied by 3 by 4, 3 by 4 is equivalent to 75%, is equal to 40. So that means CP is equal to 40 into 4 by 3, right? So 160 by 3 becomes CP. Now you can find the ratio of the market price and the cost price. So the ratio of market price to cost price will be, market price is 100 and cost price is 160. So market price is 100, cost price is 160, and by 3, so 3 goes here. So you can reduce it, 5 2s are, no, 2 5s are 10 and 2 8s are, so that will be 15 by 8, or we can write in the ratio 15:8. So this is the answer, 15:8. C is the answer. So here we have another type of a question. So this question belongs to a dishonest merchant type of a question. So the question is, a dishonest merchant sells his grocery using weight 10% less than the true weight and claims a profit of 20%. So find his actual gain percent. So what is basically happening, that the merchant is not using the correct weight, he is using the weight which is weighing 10% less, and he claims that a profit of 20%, and 20% profit he is taking as he claims, but his actual gain should be more than this 20%, because he is also gaining by using this false weight. So we have to think in terms of CP and SP. So what should be the CP for this merchant and what should be the SP for this merchant? So what you can say, for example, 1 kg weight, if 1 kg weight he is using, or we can say 1000 gram weight he is using, so to the customer he is saying that you are getting 1000 gram, but since this weight weighs 10% less, so for him it is 900 gram, right? So actually he is giving the goods of 900 gram. So suppose you just think, okay, that the price of the good is say ₹1 per gram. So in rupees terms we can write it, this is 900 rupees, okay, and this is 1000 rupees. This he is doing, but since to the customer he is giving it into 1000 gram, and he claims a profit of 20% as well. So if he has bought the goods and sold and claims that I am selling on the same price, then also he would have made the profit of this. For example, 100 by 9, that means 11.11%. okay, but here also he is taking a profit of 20%. He is saying I'm just taking 20% profit, so that means he is getting 1200 rupees for this, and actually he is selling for 900 rupees. So what I have done here, for example, if I just assume rupee 1 per gram as the cost of the good, so for his the cost price is 900 and the selling price is 1200. So I can calculate percentage profit over here. So percentage profit will be 300 divided by the CP, which is 900, multiplied by 100. So this will come out to be 33.33%, right? So A is the answer. So I have covered different type of questions. I hope this helps.